Brian Anderson here. With me tonight, our analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's the Trailblazers. Pass to Avdia. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Out to Lillard. Over Buzelis. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. He got a piece of it. Holiday looking for an opening. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, covered by Vucevic. And he dunks it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. 0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid. And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
It's stolen by Thibault. White with a steal. Here's Vucevic. And rejected. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Avdia, good.
This looks like a shoot-around the way they're scoring. 5 straight makes to start the game.
Pass to Pippen. Blocked!
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
And the shot goes in. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And stolen by Holiday. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. The Portland Trailblazers, in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." B.A.?
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Portland leading by 15. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Thibault from the arc. The putback. From deep. Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. That one's good for 2.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Chalk up 2 there. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6.
They're really working the paint now.
Picked by Vucevic. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Outside Holiday. Pass to Thibault. Lillard left side. Abdul-Jabbar. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Lillard with the ball. He's got 6. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Clock at 6. Shoots over Vucevic. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to you energized throughout the whole game.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Guys, they're bullying them in the post, using their size and strength as an advantage, exploiting the defense.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Smith. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Kenny. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Trailblazers lead by 21. Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
To the inside. And he can't jam it through. And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. The Bulls with another miss. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Avdia outside. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Avdia. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pippen outside. Let's go with a three. No good there. Trailblazers lead by 23. Lillard outside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 in the quarter. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to White. To win the drought. Back to Smith. Right wing. Here's Pippen. Offline with a three.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Lillard. Connects on the 17-footer. Lillard's got 8 points.
He's known for the long ball, but Lillard every bit as effective in the mid-range.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Launches it. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Okoro. The kick out to Williams. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Grant outside. Jones grabs the board. Okoro outside. Out to the right wing. And here's Collins for three. Damian Lillard with the rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And he drives in. Collins with the defensive effort.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly. If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 12. Grab the screen. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Lillard outside. Over Jones. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now here's Vucevic. Yet to see a basket. That shot missing. When you talk about Nikola Vucevic, a big man who continues to get it done at a high level, Richard.
Yeah, he is showing no signs of slowing down. Vooch scores, rebound, passes, and shoots it well from pretty much everywhere. I'd like to see him contend for a championship at some point in time in his career.
From deep, Giddey. Avdia pulls it in. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Trailblazers. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them.
Overall, they've done a good job of taking care of the ball and limiting mistakes.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Hey, Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is part of my culture. Brian, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Ali.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Left side, White. Picked by Vucevic. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Bulls ball.
Chicago with the ball. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Picked by Vucevic. This one for three. Drains the triple.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
And Richard, the Bulls going from playing one of the slowest paces in the league to one of the fastest.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start to trend towards youth. You got to put those young legs to use, trying to pace and space with three-point shooting.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw. You look at the career of Damian Lillard. He's provided some unforgettable moments, Grant.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder. Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Pass to Collins. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. Collins has got 6.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Klingon. Nails the baby hook. And so here is Chicago. Williams with the screen. Here's Dosunmu. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Oh, can't convert the two-handed jam.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
That one goes in.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Now here's Henderson. Outside Sharp. Lets the three fly. Jones grabs the board. Back to Williams. Pass to Collins. Launches a three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 52 seconds left in the third. Henderson with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Here's Sharp. Portland moving it around. Here's Klingon. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Collins. The three from Okoro. Gets the three to fall. Okoro's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Klingon. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He drains it from the right block. And here's Dosunmu. No points so far. Williams with the screen. Dosunmu can't hit. Here's Grant. And so it's Portland, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Defense is setting the tone.
Chicago, 16.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Henderson. Pass to Klingon. Over Vucevic. Oh, nice shot by Klingon.
At 7'2", Donovan Klingon is a mountain of a man.
Now here's Vucevic. That three's off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
That one falls. And so here is Chicago. Here's Giddey. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And that one's good.
When White puts the ball on the floor, he often goes to that floater.
Pass to Klingon. Shoots over Vucevic. Misses off the left iron. Now here's Giddey. Fires at the elbow. He's off on that one.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Klingon with a screen. And he lobs it up. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Sharp. Okay, knockout!
Man!
And that one is hammered home.
Showing off some playmaking abilities with the pick and roll. I know coach likes seeing this from Sharp.
Pippen, no good. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Here's Henderson. And a big-time jam. He slams it right over Vucevic.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Here's Pippen. Outside Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. Second chance effort. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And, you know, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Holiday, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
2 minutes.
Here's Giddey. Lays it up and banks it in.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside. And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
First personal foul. First team foul. Bulls substitution. Number 30, Trey Jones.
Here's Holiday. Again, the miss by Portland. Pass to Buzelis. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
And the basket by Holiday.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Trailblazers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Outside Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Fade away. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Here's Jones. Misses the shot, so no problem for Portland as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.